thank you for this day of reflection. And I've enjoyed everything that everyone has said, particularly when they spoke about my husband. Because actually what it does is that it makes me feel like he's alive. And I know the Imam said that a martyr never dies, but the reality is when you go home, Imam Musa, he's not there. But I understand what he means spiritually. And he still motivates me and guides me because my parents reared me to be happy. I don't know what that means, but they wanted me to be happy. But I received responsibility, tutoring, training, insightfulness from Malcolm, that you just cannot be always happy, that you have to be responsible. And I don't know where I would have been had I not had his tutoring in lessons of responsibility. Since when he was assassinated, I had 4 babies, had just finished my first trimester, and was into my 4th month, my 2nd trimester with twins. God have mercy on me. I didn't need 1 baby and I had 2 more. So that lessons in responsibility then I received from my husband. And so today I've been able to reflect. And someone said I'm supposed to give a sign. I don't know who I'm supposed to give it to so that I can look on the face of my husband before I start speaking. And I certainly would like to do that. So whoever I was supposed to give a sign to, please acknowledge that the sign is given. Radio program in New York. Have to be responsible now. Does anybody have a Kleenex? This brother was just he tried to give me this hanky before and I wouldn't take it because I didn't want him to take it home to his wife. Let me just say to you that I have a radio program in New York, and because so many people get confused over what it is that they have to do in life, this is my opening. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and unto God what is God. We have a number of agendas as human beings, particularly when we understand that we must live holistic lives, and that our lives must be broadened and extended in order for us to function as full human beings. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people are still looking through rose-colored glasses. And a lot of people are still very myopic and only see their point of view. And don't understand that we live in America where there is religious freedom. You can't persecute somebody because of their religion. You cannot persecute someone because of their political beliefs. You cannot persecute someone else because of their language. You cannot persecute someone else for their human differences, since all of us, according to the good book, are created in the image of God. And God never put one ethnic group on earth to be in charge of all other ethnic groups. When I go to colleges, I usually say new professionals, young intellectuals, world leaders. Why do I say that? I say that primarily because you're never defined by the position that you are in. You're defined by the position you are ascribing to. And you will be the leaders of tomorrow. You will be the young intellectuals, old intellectuals by then, I guess. Therefore, the decisions that you will have to make, you shouldn't have to make. But we live in a society where a lot of abuses have taken place. A lot of people have been oppressed. And you will have to unscrabble that. So that we must ask students to focus on the goals of education. Let me just say that in an educational institution, it is supposed to be a transforming institution where justice and liberty and all of the things of understanding authority and losing fear takes place. But yet we see that with all of the years that we have been educated, those things have not been erased, have they? It is extremely important then that you understand that you have a job to do. Not only of thinking critically, but of thinking clearly, of understanding that I have as much right to live a holistic life as anyone else. And yet when we go to the prisons, and yet when we go to certain neighborhoods, and yet when we go to certain corporate places, we find very few people there look as if we are still in America. Destabilization is not just in our homes, as a lot of people try to say, but destabilization is in our communities, in the cities and states, and the entire world. We must be concerned with the welfare of our people in a changing society. We must understand then that we must gain control, if not our communities, ourselves. You have to have control over yourself. How do you get it? Well, you got enough professors here to teach you the process. Is that a fact? That's a fact. I would like to say that today my responsibility is to thank you, all of the administrators and students who had the desire, who had the determination, who had the technical level of artistic development and the creative brilliance to redo this mural.